But we will get started in Sukhasana. So find an easy seat. Cross your legs at your shins. Take a moment if you'd like to sit on a pillow or a blanket or a block. That could be helpful. Rest your hands on your thighs. Take what you need to find a little more ease in this shape. Maybe some shoulder rolls, some head circles. Eventually landing with a heavy pelvis. Find a lift through the middle of the spine, through the back of the neck, out the top of the head. Soften your face and close your eyes. And can you allow the closing of your eyes to direct your gaze inward? And just observe the rhythm, the sound of your breath. Observe how your body feels in this moment. Are there any places that you might be holding a little tension or where you might feel a little free? Check in with your mind without judgment. Is it quiet or are thoughts popping up? In either way, can you send your breath up to the mind and create a little more space there between the thoughts? And then begin to soften your attention. Seeing the colorful leaves dancing in the wind. Bright golds, deep reds, greens faded to oranges, interplaying like notes in a symphony. My heart fills up and I smile. I smile, that smile that is inspired by beauty, but peppered with sadness. The two are so similar, sharing space, evoking sensations that make gratitude sometimes glisten from the wetness of tears. These feelings are common with transition. The fall and winter seasons are beautiful times to follow the course of nature and transition. Trees never grasp their leaves. They free them to fulfill their rhythm and role and watch, perhaps with the same smile I had, as they glide to the earth and make a return to home. The trees are ultimate exemplars of non-attachment. The leaves are ultimate teachers of acceptance of the present moment, of peace and contentment with what is. Fall and winter call for shedding illusion, peeling away old labels and stories, releasing what has served its purpose, and in the space behind, we're invited to stand open, vulnerable, confident. We bare ourselves just like the trees and germinate through introspection. We reflect, release, renew, and ready ourselves to hold the gifts spring will eventually bring with it. Be like the trees. Free your leaves. Hold space for your bareness and turn inward. Strengthen your connection to what is real and true and held in your roots. And whatever comes next, you'll be ready for it. Bow your forehead to your heart. Allow your eyes to open and lift your chin. Bring your hands alongside your hips. Give a little press into those fingertips, maybe a wiggle in the ribs. Get taller through the spine. And on an inhale, reach your left arm up to the sky. Exhale, crawl those right fingers out. Stay anchored through that left sit bone for a nice big side bend, right? But then I want you to bring your left hand behind your head. Open that left elbow. Open your gaze up towards the ceiling. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, left elbow drops down towards right knee, round the spine. 2 more like that. Inhale, open the chest, turn the gaze upward. Exhale, left elbow, right knee. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. Inhale back into that open spine. And then release your left fingers, come back up to sit. Other side, inhale, reach that right arm up. Exhale, side bend left, start to crawl those left fingers out. Bring that right hand behind your head. Open your chest, turn your gaze towards the sky. Take a full breath in. And on an exhale, round right elbow towards left knee. Again, inhale, open. And exhale, round. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. Inhale back up to that open spine. And then release that right arm, rise back up to sit. Slide your hands towards your knees. As you inhale, pull back on your knees, pull your chest and heart forward and up, think cow spine. As you exhale, start to take your ribs to the right, circling around, send those ribs behind you, draw the belly in, ribs to the left, and then inhale back into that cow spine. From here, exhale, push the knees forward, round the spine, think cat. Inhale, cow spine, and then this time exhale, start to circle the ribs to the left. And then back behind, over to the right. Inhale, find that cow spine. Exhale, press the knees forward, tuck the chin around the spine. One more time, right and left. Inhale, cow spine. Exhale, circle the ribs to the right. Inhale, cow spine. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow, last time. Exhale, circle the ribs left. Inhale, cow. Exhale, round into cat. Find a neutral spine, and when you're ready, make your way to all fours. Bring your hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, tuck and spread your toes. And then I want you to try and glue your hips right over your knees, coming into puppy pose. Start to walk your fingers as far forward as you can. Let your chest soften through the arms towards the floor. Work to bring your chin to the floor. If that's too much, you can always bring your forehead to the floor. Find a tiny tuck of the tailbone. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in and out. Pull yourself forward into Sphinx pose. Hips find the floor. You might need to adjust yourself a little bit. Elbows are a touch forward of the shoulders. Palms are spread and flat. Can you lengthen tailbone towards heels? As the tailbone lengthens down and back, start to pull your heart forward. Imagine you could drag your elbows towards the back of your mat. Long neck, chin might tuck just a little bit. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, tuck your toes, forearm plank. Push into the forearms, zip the belly in. Can you press into those forearms so much that you find a little bit of a cat spine in your upper back? Engaging the abdominals, we're here for 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Keep tucking tailbone to heels. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. One more breath in. Exhale, Sphinx pose. Lower those hips back to the floor. Untuck the toes. Keep the tailbone lengthening down and back as the heart pulls forward. Maybe you stay here. Or maybe this round seal pose. The arms might start to straighten. Wherever you are, another full breath in. And as you exhale, slowly lower, slide your hands under your shoulders. Press back, child's pose. Sit bones to heels. Extend the arms long. Find length through the side waist. If it feels good to sway a little side to side through the hips, the ribs, the shoulders, the neck, the head, take what feels good. And we'll make our way into downward dog. Same thing in this down dog. A few breaths here. Take what feels good. And then start to pedal the legs and take teeny tiny baby steps. Travel to the top of your mat. Feet are hip width apart once you arrive. Soften the knees. Give the head and shoulders a little shake. And we'll take a few rounds on the breath. Forward fold twist. Soften your left knee. Keep your left hand grounded. Inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky. And as you exhale, let that go. Other side, right knee softens, right fingers stay down. Inhale, left arm reaches high. Exhale, release. Soften that left knee. Big inhale to stretch that right arm up. Open the torso. Exhale, release. Soften your right knee. Inhale, big breath in. Twist to the left. Exhale, release. Last time, soften left knee. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale, release. Soften right knee. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, release. Soften both knees and slowly roll all the way up to stand. Taking a moment once you arrive. Roll your shoulders back. Step your feet together, the top of your mat. Big toes touch. Hands to heart center. Soften or close your eyes. Can you draw yourself back into that image of the tree during fall and winter season, freeing its leaves, embracing its bareness, turning inward, and developing patience and strength, renewal? Can you embrace this time of transition? Bow your forehead to your heart. Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, sweep the arms around and up. Lift the heart, seal the palms. Exhale, baby back bend with cactus arms. Draw the elbows down, lift the heart higher. I want you to inhale back up, but reach your arms to a high V. And on an exhale, side bend left, half bind your left arm behind you. Bring your right hand behind your head, just like we did earlier. Turn your gaze to the ceiling. Anchor through your right foot. Start to poke that right elbow even higher. Inhale back into that high V through center. Exhale, side bend right, half bind right arm behind you. Bring left hand behind your head. Anchor through that left foot and see if you can poke that left elbow a little higher. Inhale back into that high V. And as you exhale, take your arms wide and behind you. Fold all the way over your legs. Inhale, find a half lift. Exhale, step or jump, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, long neck, soft shoulders. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Can you relax the jaw? Use your breath. And maybe use down dog today to notice your transition throughout your flow. Every time you land in down dog and check in, you might feel something different. Inhale, rise to toes, gaze forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump, feet to hands. Inhale, find a half lift. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, sweep the arms around and up, seal the palms. Exhale, baby back bend with cactus arms. Inhale, arms to a high V. Exhale, side bend left, half wrap, left arm behind you, right hand behind head. Gaze up towards that right elbow as you lift that elbow higher. Inhale, back through center, arms to a high V. Exhale, side bend right, right arm half wraps, left hand behind head. Anchor through that left foot, poke that left elbow up. Inhale, back through center, arms to a high V. As you exhale, spread the arms wide behind you and dive forward. Inhale, find a half lift. Exhale, step or jump, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing here. Lift your shoulders up your back, away from your ears. Keep that energy traveling up the spine, all the way up and out the sit bones. Can you lift through the fronts of your legs? Maybe even try and peel your toes off the floor. Anchor through the balls of the feet a little more. And then gently find more length through the backs of the legs. Inhale, rise to toes, gaze forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump, feet to hands. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweep the arms around and up, palms press. Exhale, baby back bend with cactus arms. Inhale, arms to that high V. Exhale, side bend left. Left arm half wraps behind you. Right elbow pokes to the sky. Inhale, back through center, arms to a high V. Exhale, side bend right. Right arm half wraps. Left hand behind head. Inhale, back through center, arms to a high V. Exhale, lift the heart higher, sweep the arms behind, and dive forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big full breaths. Inhale, rise to toes, gaze forward. Exhale, bend the knees, listen close. Step or jump your feet outside your hands and come into a prayer squat. Elbows inside the knees to start, hands to heart center. If it feels good to rock a little side to side, go for it. Option to stay here, or maybe elbows stay inside the knees, but you extend your arms forward. That might give you a little more leverage to lift through the torso, lean the torso back slightly, and find more verticality from the tailbone through the top of the head. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Wherever you are, can you press arms into knees, knees back into arms? Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in. Exhale, flying frog. Hands to the floor. We're going to keep our knees wide. Scooch back a little here. Knees stay wide. You'll flex your feet at 90-degree angles, kind of like crow pose, but with wide legs. You shift your weight to your fingers, and maybe you float your feet. We're here for 3. Back into our prayer squat in 2. 1, feet to the floor, hands to heart. Zip up through the pelvic floor, press into the feet. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, step or jump. Feet together, hands to heart. Take a moment. Check in with your breath. Soften your drishti, your gaze, your eyes. Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, sit low, Utkatasana. Press down and out through the heels as you squeeze the knees together. Scoop the tailbone forward, draw the belly in. Try and drag your weight back into the heels a little more. Counterbalance that by reaching through the fingertips. Take 1 more breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale your right leg to the sky, melt your left heel to the floor. Exhale, knee to nose, shift forward, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, right leg high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, go wide with that leg. Inhale, right leg high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, stay there. Shoot that leg through, fallen triangle. Hips press to the sky. Left arm reaches overhead towards the front of your space. Take a full breath in. Big transition right here. Exhale, wild thing. Left hand to the top of your mat. Take that right leg all the way behind you. On the ball of your right foot, send your hips to the sky. Reach your right arm to the front of your space. Take another full breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Right foot steps all the way up between the hands. Lower your back knee. Keep those toes tucked under. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, arms sweep forward, up and back. want you to send those hips further down and forward, and then grab hold of opposite elbows. Use that grip on your elbows and start to pull your elbows to the ceiling. Lengthen through your side waist, lift up through your lower back. Keep that lift in the torso. Start to arch up and back, finding a bit more of a back bend. And then put all of that together. Hips move forward, torso lifts up and back. Take another full breath in. Exhale, floating half splits, working that balance. Arms sweep behind you into airplane, hips pull back, right leg stretches straight, right toes flex. Anchor through that right heel. Pull your right hip back a little more as your heart reaches forward. Take another breath in. Exhale, power lunge. Front knee bends, back toes tuck, back knee lifts, arms reach straight out in front of you. Lift your belly off your front thigh. We're going to shift forward into warrior 3, but bring our hands to heart center. So as you're ready, start to glide onto that right leg. Draw your hands to your heart. Soften your left hip down. Tiny bend in that front knee. Can you reach more through that lifted leg? Reach more through the top of your head. Stay for a breath in. Stay for a breath out. Hands stay at heart. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Draw that left knee forward and up. Exhale, tree pose. You can use your left hand to bring left foot to inner left thigh or left ankle. Find your balance. Lengthen the tailbone down. Find a little lift through the heart. And then inhale, arms reach out into a high V. On an exhale, we take the same arms we took in the beginning. We side bend left, left arm half wraps behind, right hand behind head, right elbow to the ceiling. We're here for 3. Maybe you challenge your balance and turn your gaze towards that right elbow. 2, 1. Inhale, arms to a high V, little funky transition. As you exhale, cross left leg over right, cross the arms in front of you, and then step back into warrior 2, facing the back of your mat. Right knee is bent. Press down and out through the feet. Tailbone lengthens down, belly draws in. Turn your right palm to the ceiling. Inhale, big stretch back, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended Parsvakonasana if available. Right hand to the outside of your right foot today. Left arm reaches all the way overhead. Can you use your muscles in that right leg to press right knee into right arm? And then turn your torso up towards the sky. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in and out. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten the legs, reach your right arm up and back. Exhale, triangle, deep crease in your right hip. Right hand lightly lands to shin or the floor. Open your heart, lean your torso back. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Full breath in and out. Inhale, reverse warrior. Rise back up, reach up and back towards the front of your space. Keep moving in that direction. Exhale, low lunge, top of mat. Pivoting through those hips to turn and face front. Left knee is bent, hands are on the floor. Inhale, low lunge twist, left arm reaches to the sky. Start to spin to the outer edge of your back foot, Vashisthasana, side plank. Any variation of Vashisthasana, just keep lifting the hips away from the floor. You could float that top leg. You could take tree pose with that left leg. Stay for a breath in. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Full breath in. Exhale, chaturanga, find your flow. Inhale, up dog, stretch. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in your down dog. Again, maybe use this down dog to check in. Our yoga practice is a place for us to constantly transition. Maybe this down dog feels a little different than the first one you took. Let's keep evolving. Inhale, lift your left leg to the sky. Right heel melts to the floor. Exhale, knee to nose. Shift your shoulders over your wrist. Inhale, left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Stay there. Shoot that leg through. Fall in triangle. Hips to the sky. Right arm reaches to the front of your space. Stay for a breath in. Big transition. Exhale, wild thing. Right hand to top of mat. Left toes come all the way behind that right leg. Hips to the sky again. Left arm reaches to the front of your space. Full breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Left foot steps all the way up between your hands. Lower your back knee. Keep those toes tucked under. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, arms sweep forward, up and back. Starting with the pelvis, send the pelvis down and forward. And then grab hold of opposite elbows. Use that pull on your elbows to lengthen the side waist to lift out of your lower back. And then use that lift up to take you into your back bend. So again, pelvis moving forward, torso getting longer and moving back. Full breath in. Exhale, floating half splits. Take your time, work that balance. Left leg straightens, arms sweep behind you into airplane. Flex the left toes. Anchor through that left heel. Pull your left hip back as your heart reaches forward. Full breath in. Exhale, power lunge. Front knee bends, arms sweep forward, back toes tuck, back knee lifts. Draw your belly in and up off your front thigh. We're going to work our way into warrior three. As you do, hands come to heart. Push down into that right foot, lengthen through the top of the head. Lengthen through that lifted leg, but spin that right hip down, square the pelvis. Stay for a breath in. Stay for a breath out. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Right knee draws forward and up. Exhale, tree pose. Use that right hand as needed to place that right foot into your inner left thigh or calf. Pull the belly in. Soften the shoulders. Soften the eyes. Inhale, your arms reach up on a high V. Now on an exhale, we side bend right with the same arms we had earlier. Right arm half wraps behind. Left hand comes behind the head. You might challenge your balance and gaze up towards that left elbow. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, arms to a high V. Here's another funky transition. Exhale, cross right foot in front of left. Arms cross as well. And then open up to warrior two to the back of your mat. Find your legs, press down and out through the feet. Turn your left palm to the ceiling. Inhale, reach back, reverse warrior. Exhale, extend in side angle, Parsvakonasana. Today, if possible, left hand outside left foot as you reach that right arm overhead. Using your muscles in that left leg to press left knee into left arm. Spin your torso to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in and out. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your left leg. Reach up and back. Exhale, triangle. Left hand to shin, right arm reaching to the sky to stay light on that bottom hand. Inhale, get longer through the torso. Exhale, lean your top shoulder back. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Full breath in and out. Inhale, reverse triangle. Rise back up. Reach that left arm up and back towards the front of your space. Exhale, low lunge, top of mat. Pivot around. Right knee bends. Hands find the floor. Inhale, low lunge twist. Right arm to the sky. Exhale, spin to the outer edge of your left foot. Vashisthasana. Again, you can take any version. Keep those hips lifted away from the floor. Maybe you float that right leg. Maybe you bring that right foot into tree. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Full breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in this down dog. Check in. Observe. We'll move through all of that one more time. We'll smooth it out on the breath. Inhale, rise to toes, gaze forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump, feet to hands. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sit low, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lots of breath. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Shoot that leg through. Fall in triangle. Hips reach up, left arm towards the front of your space. Take a breath in. Exhale, wild thing. Left hand down, right toes behind you, hips press up, right arm reaches to the front of your space. Full breath in. Exhale, low lunge, right foot steps all the way up between the hands. Lower your back knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Once those arms reach up and back, grab elbows. Find that pull. Find that down and forward through the hips as the heart lifts up and back. Take a breath in. Exhale, floating half splits. Inhale. Exhale, power lunge. Arms sweep forward, back knee lifts. Start to glide into warrior three. Hands come to your heart. Stay for a breath in. Stay for a breath out. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Left knee pulls forward and up. Exhale, tree pose. Use that left hand as needed. Inhale, arms to a high V. Exhale, side bend left. Half wrap that left arm behind you. Poke right elbow to the sky. Inhale, arms to a high V. Exhale, left foot crosses over, arms cross over. Warrior two, back of mats. Right palm to the ceiling. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, Parsvakonasana, maybe right hand outside right foot. Inhale, reverse triangle, right leg lengthens. Exhale, triangle. One more time, inhale, reverse triangle. This time, exhale, pivot around, low lunge, top of mat. Inhale, low lunge twist, left arm reaches high. Exhale into your version of Vashisthasana. Stay for a breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last time, left side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Shoot that leg through. Fall in triangle. Right arm reaches to the front of your space. Hips press high. Big breath in. Exhale, wild thing. Right hand to the floor. Left toes behind you. Hips press high. Left arm reaches to the front of your space. Full breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Lower your back knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. As those arms reach up and back, catch hold of elbows. Send the hips down. Lift the heart up. Take that torso back. Full breath in. Exhale, floating half splits. Stay for a breath in. Exhale, power lunge. As you glide forward into warrior three, hands come to heart. Inhale here. Exhale, stay. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Right knee pulls forward and up. Exhale, tree pose. Inhale, arms to a high V. Exhale, side bend right. Right arm half wraps, left hand behind the head. Inhale, arms to a high V. Exhale, right leg crosses over, arms cross in front, warrior two to the back of your mat. Left palm to the ceiling. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, Parsvakonasana, maybe left hand outside left foot. Inhale, reverse triangle stretch. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, back into reverse triangle. Exhale, low lunge, top of mat. Inhale, low lunge twist, right arm high. Exhale into your version of Vashisthasana. One breath in. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 slow breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in and out. Inhale, rise to toes, gaze forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump, feet to hands. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sit low, Utkatasana. Press into your feet. Exhale, rise to stand, hands to heart, and take a breath. Reset, reconnect. And we'll move on. Inhale, sit low, Utkatasana. Exhale, prayer twist to the right. Hook left arm to the outside of right leg. Press those palms together. Elbows are spread wide. Shoulder blades draw together as the collarbones spread. Can you work your gaze over that right shoulder? Sit a little lower in the hips. Take a breath in. Keep all of this happening. As you exhale, now turn your gaze to the floor. Shift your weight to your right foot. Squeeze left heel to tush, find your balance, and then take a big step back. We're working into Parsvakonasana. If you need to lower that back knee, go for it. If you'd like another arm variation, feel free to take that. 3 breaths. Inhale, get longer through the top of the head. Exhale to twist. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Full breath in. Exhale, release your arms. Crawl to the left, wide-legged straddle. Turn your toes in, heels out. Inhale, find a half lift. As you exhale, start to walk your hands through your feet and legs. Keep your fingers pointing forward. Try and line your hands up with your heels of your feet. Maybe palms flatten. Maybe elbows can bend over the wrists like Chaturanga. Maybe top of head finds the floor. Squeeze the elbows in, lift the shoulders up the back. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in and out. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, low lunge, top of mat. Press into your hands. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Right leg shoots up and back. I want you to drop your head. See your left foot. That's where we're headed. Keep your right leg lifted. Walk your hands towards that back foot. Standing splits, back of mat. Fingers might line up with the toes. Maybe you catch that bottom ankle with one or both hands. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot hip width apart from left foot. Adjust those legs. Soften the knees, reach down, grab onto your big toes in yogic toe lock. Padangusthasana, inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, pull fingers into toes and fold. Shoulders up the back, top of head reaches to the floor. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in. Fold a little deeper as you exhale. Release your hands. Walk your hands forward slightly, lower your knees, come to all fours. Inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky, open through your chest. Exhale, thread your right arm through. Come all the way down to your right shoulder. Press into that left hand, spin your torso towards the ceiling. Full breath in. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in and out. Listen closely. I want you to take your left foot, bring that left foot towards your right finger. So you're extending that left leg straight out to the left. Bring your right hand where your right shoulder is. So we're almost in a little Spider-Man position. Then you're going to walk your hands towards your legs and come to stand up on your legs. Take a moment here. I want you to turn your left toes to the ceiling. Inhale, reach your arms to a T. Exhale, grab your left big toe in yogic toe lock. If you can't reach that toe, you can grab your ankle or shin. And then right arm pulls away. So left heel is moving down and forward. Right arm is reaching up and away, creating space. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Full breath in. As you exhale, all fours. Hands down, knees down, tuck the toes. Inhale, cow, sit bone and hearts lift. Exhale, downward dog. Take a big breath in through the nose. Open mouth, HA. Inhale, rise to toes, gaze forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump, feet to hands. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sit low, Utkatasana. Exhale, prayer twist left. Palms press, right arm hooks outside left leg. Draw the shoulder blades together, get wider through the collarbones. Sit a little lower, gaze over your left shoulder. One more breath in, keep all of this happening. As you exhale, just turn your gaze to the floor. Shift your weight to your left foot, squeeze right heel to tush. Once you find your balance, big step back with that right leg. Parvrita Parsvakonasana, you can always lower that back knee. You can always change up your arms. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in. Exhale, hands to the floor. Crawl to the right, wide-legged straddle. Toes turn in, heels out. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, same thing. Walk those hands through the legs. Palms try and flatten in line with the heels. If you're able to do that, try and bend the elbows like chaturanga over the wrist. Squeeze the elbows in, lift the shoulders, maybe top of head finds the floor. Maybe you start to shift your weight towards your toes and float your heels off the floor. Maybe feet lift and you take tripod headstand. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in. If you're in tripod, take your time. Exhale, 3. Inhale, find a half lift, long spine. Exhale, low lunge, top of mat. Press into your hands. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Left leg lifts up and back. Drop your head. See that right foot? That's where we're headed. Standing splits, back of mat. Hands can walk in line with those toes. Maybe you catch that right ankle. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Full breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Feet hip width apart. Soften your knees. Yogi's choice. You can catch those big toes again, or maybe this time, lift the feet, slide your hands under your feet. Padahastasana. Wherever you are, inhale to lengthen and spread through the spine and chest. Exhale, pull yourself into the fold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Fold a little deeper as you exhale. Release your hands. Walk your hands forward, lower your knees, come to all fours. Inhale, reach your left arm to the sky, open your chest. Exhale, thread left arm through, come to left shoulder and the left side of your head. You can press into that right hand to help spin the top shoulder open. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Full breath in and out. See your left fingers. We're going to bring our right foot towards our left fingers. Extend your right leg straight out to the right. And then replace your left shoulder with your left hand. And then start to walk your hands back in. Come to stand on the legs. Spin right toes to the ceiling. We're externally rotating that right hip. Inhale, arms to a T. As you exhale, reach for that right big toe in yogic toe lock. Maybe grab ankle or shin. And then whatever you have a hold of, pull away from it. So you're reaching that left arm up and out. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in. Exhale, all fours. Hands down, knees down. Untuck the toes. Press back, child's pose. Take a breath. Soften your forehead, close the eyes. Walk your hands towards your knees. Sit off to one side, swing your legs around. Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together, knees open wide. Sit up tall, take a breath in, and on an exhale, fold. You might roll those shoulders back a couple times. You might shake your head no, yes. And make your way up to sit. Use your hands to close your legs. Extend your arms forward, pull the belly in, and unroll slowly onto your back. Setting up for 2 back bends. We'll start with bridge and then option for full wheel. Arms alongside your body, heels in close to your tush. Dig into the heels, inhale, prepare. So you exhale, tuck the tailbone, lift the hips. Interlace your hands underneath you, tuck your shoulder blades underneath you. Push down into your arms to puff your chest. Down into your feet to lift your hips. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in. Exhale, release the arms. Slowly roll through the spine. Heel toe your feet a little wider. Let your knees drop in towards each other. Close the eyes. Second back bend, yogi's choice. Heel toe those feet hip width apart. You can bring your arms alongside your body for bridge. You can bring your hands by your ears for wheel. Wherever you are, inhale, prepare. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone, lift the hips. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Full breath in. Exhale, slowly lower down. Let the knees sway side to side. And then come back to center with the legs. Figure 4, right ankle over left thigh. Grab that left leg and pull it in. Find a little tuck of the chin. Make sure the back of your neck is long. Option to stay here for a few more breaths. Or if you'd like to take supine pigeon, you can bring both arms underneath that right calf and shin, hooking at the elbows. Extend that left leg on or towards the floor. Try and bring your fingers to your head, lift your head to your fingers, and then use your arms to pull that right leg in towards you. And wherever you are, release. Knees bent, feet to the floor. Take another little windshield wiper, side to side. And come back to center with the legs. Figure 4, left ankle over right. Grab that right leg, pull it in. Tuck the chin a little. Make sure the back of the neck is long. Option to stay here. Or if you'd like to take supine pigeon on this side, you can hook your arms around that left shin. Extend your right leg to or towards the floor. Fingers come to the head, head lifts to the fingers, and then use your arms to pull that left leg in. And release. Feet flat, knees bent. One more round of windshield wipers. Side to side. Happy baby. Draw your knees towards your armpits. Flex your feet. Pull on your feet. Find that tuck of the chin again. And then try and lengthen all the way through the back of the neck, through the spine, down to the lower back. Hug your knees into your chest. Pull your forehead to your knees. Curl everything in tightly for 3, 2, 1. Release and set up for final rest. Shavasana. Take your time to get comfortable here. Stay warm with clothing or covers if you need to. Close your eyes and let go. Perhaps imagine yourself like the bare trees, leafless, vulnerable, open, confident. Ready to take on this season of transition. Start to deepen your breath. Can wiggle around, roll around. Take any stretches you need to come back into your body. And as you're ready, draw your knees to your chest, roll to your right. And again, as you're ready, make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Find a tall spine. Close the eyes and bring your hands to your heart. How many lessons of faith and beauty we should lose if there were no winter in our year. Thomas Wentworth Higginson. The divine light in me bows to the divine light in you. Namaste.